welcome back to the channel. We've gotten so much work done in the Lego City, which means that it's time for another Lego City update. Welcome to my Lego City. This is the downtown area of Ladyburg. Behind that we have a forest area with Ninjago sets, but over here is where we've been working the most. This is our Lego Disney World, and I am so proud of everything that we've been doing in here. Pretty much everything you see here is new, minus the big sets in the back, the roller coaster, Ferris Wheel, and Disney Castle. Everything else is a new addition to Disney World, and I'm really excited to do a deep dive into what's going on in Lego Disney World. We have so much going on here, from some mocks, Disney Princess castles on Mills plates, and even some set modifications to build a Muppets Theater in Disney World. So if you enjoy Lego City content, please do consider hitting that subscribe button down below. I'll be working on my Disney World over the next few months, probably years, honestly, so make sure to stick around. So much in this area has changed since the last city update. Last time, we did not have any of these base plates laid down. This is all brand new. I went to Target last week and picked up every single green base plate they had. They also had that really cool new paper wrapping, which was kind of neat. And the only sets that were here last time are the big amusement park rides in the Disney Castle, but then the buildings along the Walk of Fame, but not even all of them. I would say only half of the buildings you see here were actually included in the last city update, but they were just kind of placed in a general area. And I am so happy to say that all of these sets have their permanent homes, at least for now, in Disney World. Last time I had them placed relatively where I'd like them, but now this is their home, and I think they look really nice where they're at. The new waves of Lego Friends have been so fun and colorful, and that's pretty much what makes up this first little, I want to call it a city block in this area. These two, I would say that they're mocks. They're probably more like mods, but part of them are brand new. Part of them were definitely inspired by Friends sets. And I put some of the Disney characters up in the balconies there just so that they can say hi to park guests once the guests arrive. It's still under construction, so there's no park guests yet. We can't let them see it like this, obviously. And then down here, you can see the Main Street buildings from Lego that released in January of 2022. I got one copy from Lan, and I purchased a second because I actually love this set so much. It's so colorful and perfect for Disney World. These are really two separate buildings, and I just placed them back to back just to create more of a city atmosphere. A lot of the Friends sets are very open in the back, so just having them back to back like that fixed that problem, and it also just looks kind of nice. I don't know, I like how it turned out. Let me know your thoughts. And then looking to this side here, you can see a little bit better what they look like from Main Street. These sets are just so colorful and fun, which is why I wanted them right along Main Street. And then looking right across the street, we have one of the Creator 3-in-1 sets that I've modded slightly. Really, I just added tiles to the base of the set just to make it look more slick and city-like. I think the tiles make it fit in a lot better in a city setting, but also all the studs just make it look very cluttered, so I wanted to remove that. We still have a lot of features that were originally found in the set, such as that tree and the two chairs outside with the little brick-built dog. And I just felt like this was a perfect set to have right in the front when you're walking into Disney World. It's so colorful, there's seating outside, there's some shops, so I figured it would be perfect for the front corner. This is still definitely under construction, but we've left some room for a walkway right next to that so it's easier for the park guests to access the Disney castles back there, visit Anna and Elsa, of course, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's focus on our Friends Theater, aka our Muppets Theater. This set is just absolutely stunning, and as soon as it came out, everyone was making suggestions to make it into a Muppets Theater, which is exactly what I've done here. When you open up the theater doors, I left enough room on either side to be able to open them so you can see inside, play with it. You know, I want some playability in the Lego City, not just display. And so here's what the theater looks like open. We added all of these tiles, and I really love that tile design down there. It just looks very elegant and formal for a very fancy theater, so I love how that turned out. And then we added the two old guys in the balcony because that's just very necessary for Muppets. But then as for the stage part of this set, something really cool is that you can turn these gears here to open that giant red curtain. And then behind it, you can see a lot of the Muppets that we've added to the stage. These are some of my favorite characters, which is why I chose to have them on stage, but also Kermit's accessory is the rainbow, and the set came with the cloud above it, so it just gave me the perfect place to place Kermit's rainbow. I love that. The background to the stage is still the yellow castle. I haven't really changed that out, so if you do have any ideas on what other type of display to have behind them, please let me know. And then let's just close that up and keep going with the tour. Looking right next to the Muppets Theater, we have two of the Creator 3-in-1 toy store. We bought two of this set from Costco for a pretty good good deal, and we built one normal and then built the other one mirrored, and I think they look pretty nice next to each other. I still need to make a few changes just to make it look less mirrored, I guess. And because it is a corner building, it gives us a lot more flexibility to keep building not only this way, but also going back that way towards our Ferris wheel. Now, I am not at all much of a planner, but me and Ross sat down this weekend to draw up some plans, and this is kind of what it looks like. I know it looks very pathetic, but what we want is Main Street over here. We have the carousel just there. Avengers Campus will be in this general area. We have like a Star Wars Galaxy Edge and a space area back there planned. But then looking this way, we wanted a lot of really nice pathways to get to a little princess area, which is what I'll show you now. But I just figured you guys would get a kick out of how terrible our planning process actually is. So in order to get to that princess area back there, we made this nice little path here with these two different shades of tan. I don't love this color combination, but it's the pieces that we had, and it also kind of works with Ariel's castle with a beachy vibe. That's at least what we were going for here, so I feel like it looks okay in that sense. Because the Disney Princess castles are open in the back, it makes it so hard to add them to the Lego City and put them on Mills plates, which is why we made a lot of changes and modifications to these sets to make them more compatible with the Lego City. So I just pulled up the Mills plate for Ariel's castle so we can get a better look at what's been done here. The first thing I did was modify the set to make it make more sense in the Lego City. I took all of these pieces on either side and put them onto separate plates, because before it was like a hinge system, so it added to a lot of playability for the set, but it just didn't work well in a Mills system or a Lego City setting. And you can also see that I elevated the middle section above the two sides just to make the middle section a lot taller. I just love that shape that it creates. There's also the addition of all of this tile work so that park guests can come and take pictures with everybody. There's a lot of studs so that a lot of minifigures can hang out here and actually stand up without falling over. And then also we added these stairs here, these coral pieces. We have so many of them, so it's nice to finally put those to good use. And then something that doesn't really make much sense, but we just went with it, is this little moat around the castle. I love these trans blue plates. They're just so beautiful, and having them on top of this blue base plate really creates a beautiful water effect, which is what we were going for. It doesn't make sense because it's Ariel's castle and it's underwater, but we're just gonna go with it. I think it makes the set look a lot better, but also that blue contrasts with this tan walkway so nicely. It makes the blue pop out. And I just put the Mills plate back for Ariel's palace, but something else I wanted to show you here are the dolphins hovering above that pathway there. This allows for minifigures to walk underneath, and I just think it adds a lot to it. It's just very immersive, something that you would definitely see in Disney World. The next Disney Princess set we're gonna look at is the Arendelle Castle and how I modified it. So really for the castle aspect, I didn't change anything. It worked really well with the Mill system. I added this nice little tile pathway outside as a meet and greet area for Anna and Elsa. I'm thinking about adding a queue to the side, and it'll probably be very long since I assume the queue at Disney World is like 7 hours to meet these princesses. Kind of excessive, but I feel like it's realistic, so I'm just gonna go with it. Also, looking to the side, we have this nice little lamp post or flag post. I don't really know what you would call it, but I came with the set and I really like it. It just adds a lot to the Mills plate, so I wanted to place it somewhere special. And then our third Disney Princess castle is Belle's castle. She is my favorite Disney princess, so of course I need this in my Lego Disney World. We added the castle to the Mills plate and elevated it using a lot of dark bluish gray bricks. I just love that brick color for the castle. It's set in the mountains and the gargoyles outside are the same color, so I figured it was very fitting. We also added this nice bridge in the front. I believe that this is the same bridge used in one of the other Disney Princess or Friends sets with a few different color swaps here and there to make it work, but I just felt like it was perfect for the front of Belle's castle, especially since it's going over the moat in the front there. And then for the moat, we used a lot of these 1x2 trans blue tiles. The wall around it are actually these red masonry bricks with these white tiles on top. I just felt like that extra texture using the masonry bricks was perfect for a castle setting. And that moat extends all the way across the front of the castle. And then looking at that rock work, I'm actually really proud of this. We have a lot of these dark bluish gray slopes, and I put them to good use here. I just feel like the castle is coming out of the mountains, out of the rocks, and it creates a really nice effect. And then because the meet and greets with the Disney princesses is one of my favorite things about Disney World, I had to recreate that here with Belle and the Beast in this little gazebo. The gazebo did come with the set, and it's on this little spinny thing, which just creates kind of a cool effect. I don't know what I would do with it, but it's just kind of cool. It spins, I guess. And then these two girls out here are super excited to be getting pictures with Belle and the Beast. I'll probably add some photographer minifigs as well as a smaller queue here. I just feel like the line to meet Anna and Elsa would be a lot longer than it would be for Beauty and the Beast. And I just put back Belle's castle. Here's what all of the castles look like next to each other, and they're tentative locations. I don't plan on moving them again, but things could always change. So here's where they are right now. This path here coming off Main Street leads to Ariel's castle, and then we'll stretch over to the different amusement rides, stretch in front of the Disney castles, and then over to our little baby Ferris wheel. This is the Creator 3-in-1 Ferris wheel, and something I'm planning on doing with it is switching out that happy face in the front to make it look more like Mickey Mouse's head, kind of like what you see in California at Disneyland. Something I don't like is how close it is to this castle here. Like, that's barely even like an inch between the two. But it works, so I'm gonna go with it. We're dealing with limited space, so I can't be too picky about crowding. And then looking at it from the other side here, we have the Ferris wheel. And then something I'm maybe planning on doing here is like a little Toontown. This came in the Mickey 4+ set. I believe it was like the Minnie and Daisy's ice cream stand set or something like that. But I just thought that that was a really cute facade, something you would definitely see in Disney World. And so having a few more things like that over in this back base plate would be really cute. But then something really special in my Lego City is the Walk of Fame. This is what I do for my channel members, and every channel member for Saurus Nation or Supportosaurus has a star in the city. The yellow stars are for Saurus Nation, and then Supportosaurus stars are in blue. And this is definitely not all of my channel members. I have about 150 stickers to include in the city. I'm not sure how many I have here. I believe it might be like 40 or 50. So double or triple this, and it's gonna look so cool. It'll stretch all the way across here, all the way up to the castle. And then maybe if we do need more room for more stickers, I might add some more in the pathway here, or like maybe in other parts of the park. I might do something special for like once you hit a year on my membership. So all of these things are in the works, things I'm thinking about. So definitely stay tuned. This is gonna be huge next time you see it. And if you do want your name on a star in my Lego City, definitely check out my channel memberships. I'll have it linked below. We have a Discord, bloopers, all sorts of extra perks and benefits. So we've pretty much covered everything that's going on in the Lego City right now, but let me talk about some future plans real quick so you guys know what to expect next. In this corner up here, we're planning on doing an Avengers campus kind of thing. We have the Sanctum and then the Avengers Tower. I need to leave room though for the new Sanctum Sanctorum, if that is actually real. I've heard some rumors, so I'm thrilled about that. We do have our Daily Bugle over there, so I'm considering maybe moving that over to our Avengers campus, but I also really like how it just stands above everything else in the downtown area, so I'm not really sure yet. Let me know your thoughts down below. But in this area here, I definitely do want to have Spider-Man jumping off of something or some sort of cool play feature involved, so if you guys have any ideas, again, let me know in the comments. And then leading from the carousel over to this corner, I want to have a small little Star Wars area up in here, maybe like 2 or 3 base plates large, and then over here I want to have a space area. We do have the new Lego Friends Olivia's Space Academy that I think would look really nice up here to make it like a space themed area in my Disney World. And then I also have the Encanto house, but also Winnie the Pooh that I need to find a good spot for. I'm thinking about putting them over here and making like a little tiny forest area, but we also already have a forest back there. So I'm thinking about maybe placing these back there. We already have Winnie the Pooh. You can kind of see it poking out up there. I just can't decide if it looks better back there or up here. So again, let me know in the comments below. So much work has been done in our Lego City, and I'm really proud of it. It's been a ton of hours, a ton of money, but I love the outcome, and it's so much fun working on this and just being so creative with all of these fun colors and pieces. I've loved it so far. So if you've enjoyed this video, please do consider hitting that subscribe button down below and stick around for a while. I'm planning on working on the Lego City so much this summer, so definitely hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.